So first I got immersed by Ukrainian culture in Canada when I came to a Ukrainian festival in Ottawa. The first Ukrainian festival, I think it was in 2016 or 2017 in the summertime. And I saw Svitanak group folk dancers performing on stage, and I thought to myself, oh, I could do that too. And next year, I was already performing at the on stage as part of the Svitanak folk Ukrainian dance ensemble, and that got me into the culture a lot more, and it got me immersed by Ukrainian culture here in Canada. And I'm really afraid that by Russian invasion and their plans with nationalizing the Ukraine, that this culture would disappear, or this culture would be put in danger by this invasion. So the first week, it was a total shock. Obviously, I could not believe it. Nobody could believe it, unless you were part of U.S. intelligence that knew it was coming, or part of the Russian intelligence. It was horrifying. I kept, again, talking to my friends and relatives, and every single one were in shock, tears, and disbelief, and that was just, it lasted for about a week or two until I realized I cannot no longer cope with it, and because I was checking media all the time on both ends, and I went through that second stage where I was like, okay, accepting things were bad, so now what are we going to do about it? Like, how can we make this better? How we could help those poor people? And being part of a Ukrainian community, I reached out to Red Cross. I started funding, started helping with anything that I could with financial aid, financial support, helping my relatives, helping my distant, close friends that are being affected by it. So that is probably stage 2, and at this stage I'm like trying to bring all the pieces together, trying to make a rationale out of it. What's going to be the future for both Ukrainian, Russian speakers who also got affected by it, and just trying to think what the future would bring for both of the nations again. Because both of the nations have been friends for so long and been neighbors, so it's all about bringing it back to this rational state. So when it all happened, I decided that I'm not gonna go to the demonstration and protest because I was thinking that I'm against, by all means, against war by any means. So there's, for me, war is the last thing humanity needs to do. And I personally believe that protests would not bring this conflict to an end. So I choose the more peaceful way. I have my flags all portrayed. I got my little flags in the clinic that I work at, and I'm just trying to speak to people and show them other picture, and tell them that it would take more than just protest to end this, and we should find a more liberal ways, talk it through. So I guess again, the only way to end this would be through negotiation, and we need to use our negotiations, our ways to communicate between both sides. And I think I choose just to communicate with my fellow Canadians, my colleagues of mine or my friends to be able to tell them and show them this is my way of protesting, more peaceful and anti-war.